It's kind of slim pickings this month, unfortunately, but I think I mentioned before that I'm temporarily residing in a remote part of Arizona. Be out of here soon, another month, but this is what I've got. Kind of have to work with these junk shops and local, mom and pop antique stores out in the desert. But yeah, I guess I'll go ahead and get started. There are a few interesting coins I picked out of junk bins and just got for cheap. But yeah, I'll go ahead and start. And never mind the sound of the coffee pot in the background. I do apologize. First up is a Egyptian 2 piasters, as it is listed in Kraus. 50% silver and only 32,000 minted. So that's kind of interesting and kind of unbelievable that this coin is valued at just a few dollars. But it says on the top 2 Karashan, which is the dual form of the word Karish. So I take it, Karish is synonymous with piaster, according to Kraus. I don't know too much about this. I'm gonna have to do some more research, but cool coin nonetheless. Alright, next is nothing special, but it's in great uncirculated condition. Half kopeck from 1912. Quite a few minted, so this is not a high value coin at all, but I do enjoy Russian coins these days. So I was glad to pick this up for whatever the junk bin had on it, like I don't know, 8 for $1, 10 for $1, something like that. And this was a nice piece of silver out of a junk bin, 1963. Dominican 10 centavos, and this one's special, as you can see on the top, 100th anniversary of the restoration of the Republic. No, not very much silver in this at all, and it's not worth very much money, but still fun to find in the wild. So, yeah, there's that. This was amazing, actually. I found this a while ago, and I misplaced it. It was somewhere, it was in one of my coin boxes, but I found this in a junk bin, and I'm thinking, because they didn't know how to, or whoever placed this in the junk bin didn't know how to look it up, or whatever. This is, in fact, one of the old Indian princely states, Hyderabad, and that monument on the front is very, very famous. One of the most famous buildings in all of India. It's a 818 fine, which is kind of a strange amount of silver, but whatever. Beautiful coin and in great condition. I think in this condition it's only worth like $6 to $8, but still, to find it in a junk box was kind of exciting, and it's a beautiful coin, so I'll gladly take that. This one's kind of rough. It looks like it's been dug up, all corroded, like it's been in the ground for a while, but it's German East Africa, and that's something that I have a great deal of interest in. I don't have very many of these coins, but they're not easy to come by in the wild in the United States, so this was very exciting, and relatively low mintage. I know that's quite a bit, but it makes you wonder how many of these have actually survived. One Heller with a J mint mark. Gonna look for a one of these, a nicer specimen in the near future, probably on eBay or whatever. This was cool. A Guernsey double. I've got quite a few coins from Guernsey, and I don't really I don't collect them, but this was cool. This is the first year Guernsey actually minted copper coins in the 1, 2, 4, and 8 double denominations. Prior to that, they had predominantly been using French coins, and though I think it was 1 double or 12 Guernsey doubles equal to Guernsey shilling, naturally. And a Guernsey shilling, I can't remember how many shillings, maybe, I'm not going to talk out of my ass, I can't remember right now, but it's still very interesting. So, I don't know. Next was another piece of silver out of a junk box. Nothing special, just a Guatemala 10 centavos from 1945. 7.2 fine, and it's not in the best of shape, but hey, silver. And I've always liked those cross rifles on their coat of arms or whatever you want to call it. I think it's kind of neat. These next two are not silver, but they're in great condition, and I've noticed that South American coinage has been kind of popular on eBay lately, so I thought it was a good idea to pick these two up. I rescued them from a junk bin, and I love that one. That one's great, the little sun behind the mountains. And I have seen that image reproduced on newer coins that Nicaragua uses, but this is an older one, so kind of neat. Guy looks kind of goofy on the back, but interesting coin. It's the year prior, and it's a 5 centavos piece. Lower mintage. So yeah, very cool. These next three I bought all together, and they're nothing special. They're not worth very much money, but they're all Silbergroschens from Prussia before the the unification in 1871. All the independent states minted their own coinage, and this is terrible. It's none of these are in very good condition and very low silver content, 0.222. But it's silver nonetheless, and I don't come by these very often. This one's 0.375. This one's really rough. Like, it had also spent some time in the ground. 2.5 Silbergroschens. And the last one. This one's in slightly better condition. But yeah, fun stuff. And these, I had recently been looking to find coins with the late Edward VIII on them, and I don't think his face is on any coins, but his name is. I have a few others that I was looking for when I was trying to make this video, but I couldn't find them. So I have these two recent pickups to show. Both in very good condition, and one is an East Africa 1936 5-cent piece. Kind of a very a common coin, and they don't really go for much on eBay, but I think it's just fascinating. Of course, Edward VIII abdicated after less than just 1 year to pursue a female, Wallis Simpson, and so not very many of these coins were made. Now there's a Fiji penny, 1936, lower mintage, so this one's slightly better. I've got a few other Fiji pennies, and I do like them quite a bit. There's Edward VIII again. I've got a few other coins with Edward VIII's name on them, but I don't know, I'll have to track him down. I think it'd be kind of neat to have every coin ever made with his name on it. That'd be kind of fun. And this is another East African coin, but with his younger brother, George VI, on it. 1937. 0.250. It's not very much silver, but it's a beautiful coin. So yeah, and one last coin to show. This isn't very valuable, but I just thought it was interesting, and I was able to pick up a slabbed example. I typically don't buy slabbed coins at all. I don't really see the point. As I'm a collector, I'm not looking to sell these coins. They will remain in my personal collection, so... anyway, I'll just go ahead and get to it. Paid a few dollars for this on eBay, which is about what the coin costs raw. So, this was a coin issued in that transition period when Finland was a Grand Duchy of the Russian Empire, and they had their civil war. This is really rough example, but if you can notice about the eagle, there's normally a crown atop the two heads, and there's not for this one because it is a Civil War issue. 25 Penia, 1917. I don't know how many of these have survived. I'm not thinking very many. You can find better examples for just a few dollars more, and you know, I probably should have just bought one of those, but I couldn't pass this deal up. It's a beautiful little coin, as rough as it is. Yeah, just kind of curious. I don't own very many Finnish coins, but the Civil War period has always interested me. Anyway, guys, that's it for today. I'll get back to you hopefully sometime after I'm out of this freaking nightmare that is Arizona. I'll have access to real coin shops and whatnot, but you take it easy.